Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin, or Aussie Comic Book Collector. What I do on this channel is I usually show off 4 books from random and I end on a key issue. However, yesterday I went to a mate's house and bought a bunch of books. Now, uh, I I've known this guy for a couple of months now. His name's John, and he has a massive collection, like 100,000 books, and they're all at the back of his house, and I've been there a couple of times. And the first time I went, I was very overwhelmed with how much there was. But he was nice enough to allow me to put some books aside from what I could find. And so I have a pile of books waiting to be picked up. And every couple of months, I pop on down. You know, we have a bit of a chat. I buy some books, and then I look at some more, and I put some more aside. And it's a never ending thing. But while I was there yesterday, I had teed up a comic book seller with John, and they happened to be at the house at the same time. So we all got to have a bit of a chat, and these guys bought a bunch of books. And I was really surprised. And John said, "Oh, you know, they're a competitor for you now because they're buying the books that you might want." But I don't see it that way. They're fans just like I'm a fan, and you know, whatever they find is what they love, and what I find is what I love. And if I miss out on something, it's the way it is. But I will show you what I bought, and the first one is Daredevil issue 84. So John was telling me that he had from issue 7 all the way through to the end of volume 1, and it was my job to find where they were. And after buying this, I went into the back room and I found like that many Daredevils. Not in great condition. They had staple marks on them, but they were like from issue 16 all the way through to about 100. And yeah, there was just a whole bunch. So I'll put them all aside. I don't know what I have and what I don't have, so I'm going to have to go through that as well. But he was happy to leave them aside for me. But yeah, I picked up issue 84, and I've looked inside, and it's got some beautiful Gene Colan artwork. You know, the cover is a bit weird. I mean, just this position of Daredevil, it's not the greatest, but the interior is just great. Next up, we have Wonder Woman issue 89 from 1994, and it's simply a Brian Boland cover by, but it does have Christopher Priest as the guest writer. So yeah, could be interesting. I think a lot of this era was just cover buys for Wonder Woman, and I do have another one back at John's house, which I'm yet to pick up. Now, next one is Justice League of America issue 30. I was going to say issue 29. I wish it was issue 29. It's the first that's the first appearance of Ultraman. This is the second appearance of Ultraman. So it's okay. It's more of an iconic cover. I prefer this cover over issue 29's cover, but it does have tape on the edges. I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, tape all along. So the price was brought down substantially, and yeah, I thought, yeah, let's pick it up. It wasn't until I got home that I realized it was the second appearance of Ultraman, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. You know, I am looking forward to the Superman movie, and there's a rumor that Ultraman's going to be in it, so yeah, we will see. But I don't buy books based on movie spec for the most part. But if I happen to have them, it's a nice boon. Next up is issue 31 of Justice League of America, and we have Hawkman joining the team. And yeah, don't know what else to really say about this. Yeah, I will show off the ad on the back for the Aurora monsters. Add King Kong and Godzilla to your Aurora collection. And yeah, just a really fun ad there. So I bought 12 comics, if you're wondering how many there are here. The next up is issue 36 of the Super Friends, and they meet Plastic Man, and we have he looks like a Conehead. He looks like Dan Aykroyd from Coneheads, but he's Warhead. Um, I wish it was Egghead, but alas, no, it's Warhead. And I do have a bunch of Super Friends issues put aside, but yeah, I thought I'll get this one for now. Eventually, I'll go back and pick up the rest of what I have. Now, I will add, I've got like 3 keys at the end of this video. Next up, we have Adventure Comics issue 357 with the Ghost of Pharaoh Lad. So, Ghost of Pharaoh Lad. I'd love to have Pharaoh Lad's first appearance. I'm thinking maybe it's somewhere at John's house, but I really have to dedicate a whole day to go there. And I have to admit, I've got a bad cold, and he has asthma, and his house is dusty, and it was not a good combination. I had to say to him, please just stay away. I don't want to sneeze on you or give you any of my germs. But then when I left, I realized how much dust kind of got in my system, and it was not a good feel last night. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He does have some great books, and yeah, I'm happy to have this in my collection. But I'm even happier to have this in my collection. Here, it's Action Comics issue 356 with Superman and Supergirl. Just an early Supergirl appearance. Well, not that early, but early enough. Her first appearance was what, 252, I think. So this is 100 issues later. So yeah, okay, she'd been in the mythos for a fair bit of time, but I would still classify this as an early Supergirl appearance. And yeah, there we go. Now, this is, well, it's a cover by, but yeah, it's this. It's Marvel Age issue 204, and it's simply, I just bought it for Psylocke, drawn by Jim Lee. But in the interior, as it says here, the first Marvel mutant story ever by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko from Amazing Adult Fantasy issue 14. So they've taken that story and they've put it in here in its entirety. So that's a bit of a boon for me. I'm looking forward to reading that. But yeah, this really was a cover buy just for Psylocke there. Now, I couldn't go past this cover. This looked great to me. This is Green Lantern issue 62. And he has, as you would imagine, he has a whole bunch of Green Lantern, early Green Lantern, if I can find it. And I've got a fair idea what room it's in. I've just got to go digging. And he's happy to sell them to me for a fair price. Because, yeah, there is Biro on there. There's a little bit, I wouldn't say foxing, but a bit of scuff on there. Yeah, but it is a beautiful cover. The interior is very nice, and I will look forward to reading that. Now, I have 3 issues, key issues to show off. The first one is Mystique issue 1 by Brian Vaughan and I think Josh Lucas. I think. No, I'm not gonna open up and have a look. I can't remember his first name, but Lucas is the artist. Now this was a fun series. This is one that I came into late in the run, so I've got like issues 2 to 9 to pick up. But I as soon as I started reading it, I put it straight on my order. I read it all the way through to the end. It was a masterclass in telling a villain story and trying to make her like not a good guy so much, but showing that she's a complex character, and then also playing up her ability to shapeshift into other people, and what does that do to your mind, while also keeping a action spin. It was just a fun series, so I'm happy to have the first issue, and that will be on the top of my pile to read. Now this next issue is one that I've never seen in the wild until now. It's Hitman issue 60. It's the last issue of the series by Garth Ennis and John McCrea. I follow John McCrea on Facebook, and he's just continuing to show off just some really great work. He's heavy on Judge Dredd, which, you know, can't go wrong with that. I think he has a great style for Judge Dredd, but he has a real affinity for this series, obviously, and I'm happy to have the last issue in my collection. So there we go. That's issue 60, and the key issue other than those key issues. The last key issue that I'm going to show off is this. It's Wolverine issue 50 with the die cutout pages. It's got Mark Silvestri on art duties on the interiors, and just a bit of an iconic Wolverine cover. There's nothing really key in this in terms of story that I remember, but when I did see it, because I was going through, he had like this box full of Wolverines, and there was like the miniseries. He had the issues that I already had, so I wasn't going to buy them. But then he didn't have the first issue that had gone, and then 2, 3, 4. He did have issue 8, but he did have issue 7, which I bought a while back. And I said to him, "Oh, do you have issue 8?" And he's like, "Oh no, that's long gone." So I kept going, kept going. I thought, do we have issue 50? And then bang, here it is. And I was like, "Yep, I will pick this up." But yeah, that's the video for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'm at 760 subscribers, give or take. I've just hit 900 videos. So I've been doing this for, nearly 900 days. I think at the start of when I filmed this, when I started this channel, I put up like 5 videos in a day, and then I got blocked for 24 hours. But since then, I've been putting up a video a day. So we're hitting the 900 mark. Let's just say 900 days of Aussie Comic Book Collector. I hope you've enjoyed it. I plan to keep going. I've got some more videos to film today. And thanks for sticking with me. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you in the next one.